Alright guys, this is Mark from parkflyers.com. Today we are going to improve the handling of the Granite Grom. Now this car handles great out of the box. It's one of my best selling cars right now, but we're going to make it handle like a real RC car. Right now it's more of like a toy. The car sits up basically too high, front and rear. The front has a lot of spring tension. The actual spring is way too long for that front shock, and the car, it really does affect the car the way it handles. It pushes in the turns. It's not stable when going straight, especially because this car is fast. So what we did was we actually made very simple changes that you can do. They don't really cost you anything or very little, and we're going to demonstrate right now. So the first thing you want to do is you want to take all four spacers out of all the shocks from the factory. When you have those in there, the car just sits all the way up. It sits all the way up high, and we really don't like the way it handles. It's not stable. It's not planted. And like I said, it doesn't handle like an RC car. It handles more like a toy. Even though this thing is 130 bucks, we're going to make it handle great. So anyway, you take these out. The second thing you do is very simple. You need a wire cutter for this, a nice strong one. And you're going to cut a ring and a half off the front spring. That front spring has way too much tension. It pushes the suspension all the way up. And basically, it doesn't allow the arms to be level, which you want them. Right now, they're level. All we did was take out 1.5 rings from the spring. You do it in two sections. You'll do the first ring, and then you'll do the second half. Just to make it easy for you. Don't try to do it in one shot. If you do too much, you're going to have front end sag, and then if you do too little, it's not going to do much. So you want to do exactly 1.5, like I said, and your suspension will come out great. That's all you need to do. And then the last thing is you want to put 40 weight oil in the rear shocks. It gives it a little bit more, it slows down the rebound rate a little bit and makes it just a little bit more stable in the back end. We like the 40 weight in the back. Leave the stock oil, which I think is 20 in the front, just leave that alone. And the car now, it sits much lower. The center of gravity is just way down there. Car handles and tracks, I would say 10 times better. It's really enjoyable to drive. The difference is, if you're really into these things, the difference is noticeable. We set up some cones and we did some slalom through the cones. Much better. It just goes right through the cones. Left to right transitions are amazing. The car has also a smaller diameter when you're turning at higher throttles. It lets the back rotate. So you could use the throttle to control the car and rotate it, give it like a nice rotation like a real RC car. And again, this is going to be one of the biggest upgrades you can do for your car. It costs really nothing to do to take these out and cut the spring. The 40 weight oil, shock oil, we sell at Traxxas 40 weight. We'll put the link below. I think it's like $6.99. It's not that much. It's not even that needed. You can get away with it without the shock oil. But, just to make it perfect, do that 40 weight in the back. Make sure you don't overfill the shocks and you fill them equally on both sides. And you want to make sure that the shock is closed all the way. Anyway, this is now a handling machine. Handles great. We are really, really happy with the results. We think everybody that watches this video and does this improvement is going to enjoy their car even more. Please share this video with friends, especially if they bought the Grom, to let them know about these improvements. Comments below, and please, if you can subscribe to our channel, that would be great. Also, please try to support us. If you see this video and you're contemplating buying a Granite Grom, we do need the support. So go to parkflyers.com and order one. We do have them in stock now. They go in and out of stock pretty quickly. The inventory on the website is accurate. So if you order one, you don't need to email us and ask us if it's in stock. If you ordered it, that means we have it. All right. Anyway, thanks for joining us on this one. We'll see you on the next one, and have a great day.